Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Becky. Today we are going to be making a layout with scraps we had left over from that Crafty Gals layout we did last time. So here I'm just going to go through the scraps. I had found like 3 papers I really liked together, so I went ahead and used them, and I have scraps left. So we're going to make another layout. Just going to be very basic, like, what is that called? 1/3 and 2/3 maybe? You'll see. So I'm going to cut this pink down a little bit, use the rest of that. I am mounting these on white cardstock so that, it can be nice and solid back there. Here we've got a strip of that butterfly paper, and then this green as well. Super cute. That butterfly paper is a chenille paper, and I do believe the pink is probably crepe paper, but the other 2 papers are from Close to My Heart. I love that paper right there. It's so pretty. We're going to go ahead and commit to the placement of this one. Very cute. And this one, that's an older paper. You guys remember when that paper came out, it looked like little washi strips that were like plus signed. It was really cute. That was a couple years ago, so that paper has been with me for a minute. Here we've got this blue. It is from Close to My Heart. I do believe the spring paper collection, which is in the new core catalog, or yeah, well, it's kind of new. It's been out since August, I do believe. So we'll go ahead and stick that there. I'm not going to keep that zip strip on here. We are just going to have this blue and pink. You can see I was playing around with possibly having a strip run down this seam there. I really like it when I can do that. However, in this instance, I did not have a strip I liked to run down the center right there. I mean, I do somewhere, in my room, obviously, but I was just working with these scraps. I wasn't fixing to cut into another paper or anything like that. I know I asked this before, but I'm really super curious. If you keep track of layouts you've done in a year or supplies you've used in a year, to keep track of, what you're using or whatever, how do you do that? I'm very curious to know. I really want to start, just at least keeping track of what I'm making, right? So I think that'd be pretty cool. I know I've slowed down quite a bit in the last 2 years, and maybe we'll speed that back up. That's cute right there, right? Ugh, I love it. I'm going to take that green and do it right here horizontally. Super cute. Now this layout is not a super awesome layout at all. In fact, when I went to go pull out the embellishments for it, I just pulled out a box of embellishments that I had laying around. So they don't necessarily, my embellishments don't necessarily go really great with everything, but we made it work. It's not going to be my favorite layout. I do like the layout design. Perhaps we can maybe try and remake this with different papers, different photograph. Definitely, that's definitely not a favorite photograph. But I am glad that I was able to scrap that photograph because I have a lot of things to say, and I'm not going to say anything like in my journaling is not going to be, from when this photo was. This is a photo, it was a selfie taken at my old house. Well, I haven't lived there for a minute, but I do have so many things to say about how things have changed, especially, home stuff. And yeah, I have a lot to say about it. And these are things that perhaps I don't think at the time of taking that photo, I would never have imagined any of these things actually being in my life. So I think this is a good opportunity for me to write stuff like that down. Now, I did not do the journaling on it, and perhaps some of it might be a little private. So, yeah, we'll probably do that before I put it up. So here we have the picture. We have our design set out. I got to figure out where I'm going to put my embellishment clusters. And while I'm thinking about that, we're just going to go ahead and mount the photo. Now, this is one of those layouts that I just sat down to do, right? I had no plans. I had a stack of photos on my desk. But, ow, shoot. Oh, sorry, guys. I had a burr just stuck to the top of my toe. Freaking dogs. Bringing burrs in on their paws. It got me. It got me. I got cut with a burr. Anywho, I don't know what I was saying before I got disturbed. I am going to go ahead and put some of this blue on the side, but I am also going to want to add a little something more. So we'll see how we're going to go about doing this. I'm so sorry I got off track. I couldn't help it. Yeah, that hurt. I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive to this and put it down. Very nice. Very nice. I need a do-over. I just went to throw that in the trash and stabbed myself again. Good gravy. All right, so that looks a little bit better with that blue border on there. I do want to add something else, and I'm not sure what route we're going to go with that. In fact, I really am not sure because it's not in front of me. Here's that little blue container where I'm going to pull most of my embellishments from, if not all of my embellishments, are going to be pulled from this little box. This is just random bits and pieces that did never get put up, so they ended up in this box for me to use randomly. Do any of you guys do that when you don't put all of your things back up? You have a little box that you just throw the stuff in, or possibly a baggie. I know I have like about 100 baggies in boxes from not putting stuff up. You can see we've got some, I think that might be a pink fresh sticker right there, really cute. What else do we have in here? I have some stamped images. I have little bits that I cut out of some other pattern papers. I really like to fussy cut. Oh, and then stamped images. See, we could have taken that and colored them with our markers to kind of match the butterflies and the colors that are already on there. But I figured that was a step too much for me. I wanted to do a quick layout, so we didn't do any coloring on this one. I do like that Love Makes Everything Grow. It's a printed vellum. That's a crate paper. I don't end up using it, but I do like it. I like that tag too. It says success on it. We're going to just use it for the blue. We're not going to use it for the words. You can say I'm pulling things out that kind of match the colors. So we have a couple bows. Those are nice. They're kind of like little leather bows, I think. We do end up using some of those, so that's pretty cool. Here's a blue one. A little love frame. That's nice. Got some more stamped images in there. Very cute, cute, cute. Things I've already made. Look at that little gold leaf down there. It was a stamped image. I think that might be like a saffron color or something like that. From Close to My Heart. I love those. Sometimes when I have a little extra time, I will just stamp out some of my stamps and, so I can use them later. Oh, did you see those gloves, those boxing gloves? Super cute. I have a breast cancer awareness stamp that's also from Close to My Heart. And I had made a set of cards with that breast cancer awareness stamp set and took them into my breast surgeon. Because when you're diagnosed and stuff, they'll give you a card a lot of times, just with the support group and stuff like that on there if you need it. It's pretty rough time. So they do give you a card and they have all the information in there. And I've thought, he might like to have some more cards. So that's what I did. Very, very cute. Okay, let's see what we end up with. Alrighty, so you can see I pulled out, those are all the bits over on the right hand side that I thought might work. We are going to go ahead and make a final decision with them. You can see I went to the left hand side of the page is where I decided I would put one of the clusters, and one of them are going to be above the page. Or above the photo, not the page, sorry. And then where I just stuck that wild heart, we are going to have something down there as well. I like this little wild heart chipboard piece. That's from a Cocoa Vanilla collection. I love that. I love their stuff though. It's so good. We're looking at, I do end up using that circular piece. That is from Pink Fresh. I'm going to use this little purple tag just as a kind of like a little layering spot, just building layers. Let's build some layers is basically what I'm doing right here. That says something on it. What does it say? Be happy or something like that. So happy, maybe. I just put it on there as a label for the color that's around it. I will cover that up. Same with that other label that I just put up there. I just put it up there for the color as well. I had some labels still sitting out because I did use those on my the last layout we did with the Crafty Gals. Yeah, we used some labels on that one, so I did have some still on my desk. So I thought I'd try and work those in. But I just did a layout with a bunch of labels, and I didn't want to do that again. I did find this cute little birdhouse. How cute is that birdhouse? I am going to use it. What does a birdhouse have to do anything? Not much, but I am going to be talking about, like I already said, was talking about my house, you know, where I lived and stuff. So the house totally does have something to do with it. I will swap out that wander for explore just because the color. Then we got those little bows. I told you we're going to pull in some of those little bows. I will pull in 2 of those. Those are very difficult for me to use, so kudos to me for getting 2 of those on a page, even if it's a page I don't really love, right? Super cute. The bows, they've got like, what's it called? Foam tape on the back of it, so they're already thick enough, right? So I went ahead and pulled that off of the bottom. We'll just use some liquid adhesive to put them down. The liquid adhesive did take a while to grab them and hold. I almost switched it out for glue dots, which might have been a better way to go. If you ever need to put something like that down, glue dots might be a better way to go with that. So I have this word phrase that I put right there. It says happening right now. I thought I would build the cluster right there. I don't end up using that happening right now. We're going to switch it out for another label that's kind of the same color that says special day. That one right there, pink fresh one, you can see it up there at the top. Was this a special day? Well, you know, the day I moved was. So I doubt this photo was taken on the day I moved, but whatever. It's fine. Yeah, it looks like when I pulled out what I thought might work, I went just a little overboard because you can see I'm still looking through things. There's my little smile. I thought we'll take the smile off because I'm not super smiling. But we leave the smile on where you can see it. Yeah, that's where I'm like, no, we're going to go ahead and put this down. Now, you can see where I left this gap between the photo and the sticker. I am going to actually, when I put the photo down, I am going to actually move it over enough to cover that right-hand side of that label that says special day. Because you can see, look right there, there's that big old gap. I don't like that. So I went ahead and made it run into the photo. We are popping this up on some foam tape. That's really cute. I don't know that it necessarily looks good with the green, but the green is on there because that's what I had for my scraps with the butterflies. You can see on the butterfly paper there is some of that green. So yeah, we're just going to try and make it work. That might be what's throwing this layout off. It could be that green from that strip down there. So I don't know. Maybe we'll do some kind of a reworking workshop, you know, how you can rework layouts that you just don't really love. And perhaps you just didn't really love them when you did it. I am just putting some foam dots on those corners right there. I just like to have a little lift, just a little bit of shadowing. Now, I know the right-hand side is kind of flush to the page, or the left-hand side, and then the right-hand side's kind of sticking up a little bit. I like that. I like to add foam tape where I can. That little other piece I laid down there that had the heart on it, I just put that there as a layering piece. You can't even tell what it is. You can tell, though, that it does have some gold foiling on it. So we got gold foiling, so of course we are going to add in some gold splatters at the end to kind of try to tie that in a little bit. I thought I'd use this for, you know, it has the date and stuff on there, but I'm going to go ahead and cover that up. Again, more foam dots. Here's our little tag. I'm not going to poke a hole in it, but I will put one of those bows on it. There's the So Happy. Yeah, I'm going to put the So Happy down, and then I will cover it up with that large chipboard piece. I don't know where the chipboard piece has come from. If I had to guess, I'd say Freckled Fawn, but I'm not sure. But it says there's no place like home, so we have the home tying in again. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry. All right, I'm going to leave a link down below. You can go ahead and follow that link and vote me for the worst scrapbooking process video voiceover ever. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. Sorry about that. This is my life. Thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like to support my channel, crazy channel, you can go to beckybidding.closetomyheart.com. Everything is linked down below. I want to thank you so much for joining me. The whole voting for this, that was a joke, so don't look for that link. Bye, guys.